Off-white paint might seem simple, but Sherwin Williams Alabaster is a tint that's anything but ordinary. Its creamy warmth and perfect balance of undertones and versatility have made it a go-to neutral for designers and homeowners alike. But is it right for your space? In today's video, I'm breaking down everything you need to know about Alabaster and sharing 3 stunning color pairings to make your design shine. Let's dive into what makes this off-white truly unforgettable. This is a warm white with subtle creamy undertones, striking a balance between soft warmth and sophisticated neutrality. It just feels very clean and streamlined. It has an LRV of 82, which makes it feel airy without being too stark and clean and lifeless, and adapts beautifully to various lighting conditions and design styles, appearing brighter in those sunlit rooms and a little more settled in less than ideal lighting conditions that are maybe more shaded. It's one of my more recommended choices in northern facing rooms. It also shines on exteriors, but just keep in mind the warmth aspect is there, so if you have it next to high reflective white, you might notice a little bit of that yellowy creaminess in Alabaster. I also like this color for color washing inside the home, so if you're using it on your walls and your trim, I think it could look really nice and streamlined. Just make sure you're using the appropriate paint for each surface. A different sheen level on that trim, a little shinier, a little more durable, and then maybe something a little more soft like a matte or an eggshell on the walls. As versatile as this color is, always test it in your space because the undertones can shift with lighting and surrounding decor and finishes. Alabaster happens to be one of my personal favorite off-whites of all time, so I'm very excited to show you my 3 color pairings for it over at the computer. So Alabaster is a former color of the month. It's probably my off-white color of the year every year. I love Alabaster. I think it's so versatile, and these are the color pairings that I wanted to put along with it. My white choice would be White Snow, which is part of the designer color collection. It has a 90 LRV, so quite bright, not quite as much contrast as I normally like with a light and a white color pairing. But because Alabaster is in the 80s in terms of light reflectance, there's not really much brighter that you can go. But in terms of those bright whites in Sherwin Williams, I think White Snow is my favorite choice. Just has that really clean feeling to it. There is that touch of crispness to it that I enjoy more for Alabaster than maybe something like High Reflective White, which is just the really bright, stark white. Then my light choice, the second color pairing, is Pediment. Now this is going to be a neutral grayish color that combines a little bit of a taupe feeling with gray and beige. The undertones here can sometimes veer into cooler territory. You do have that gray-brown base to it, keeps it feeling earthy and grounded. And I think as a secondary choice to Alabaster, which will be the bright, warm option, Pediment is great in those pockets where you just want that depth, that richness. But it's still a mid-tone color. It's still kind of in that 60 range, so very versatile, really great option if you do like more transitional styles or anything that favors the neutral color palette in general, which Alabaster, of course, is part of. But then if you want something a little more fun, the bright choice or my accent color pairing would be Rain. Even though that last color had a little bit of that cool bias towards maybe blue or a touch of purple, Rain takes blue but then goes towards green. So a little bit adjacent, both in that cool side of the family, but going in different directions. And with Rain specifically, you have a lot more saturation. You have a lot more hue coming through. And it has a 49 LRV, making it a mid-tone color through and through, but it does have this buoyancy to it, this positivity that I really enjoy, mainly because of that little bit of that green coming through to warm up the blue in the undertones. Beautiful combination, especially with Alabaster. I mean, this kitchen right here, stunning. It's really fun to put these colors together and use them in conjunction in different ways and different arrangements. A lot you can do here, and that's it.